Well, this was absolutely foul. I don't know what else to say except for just gross. Oh my god, gross. I try to go into every platinum completely unbiased here, not influenced by reviews or, YouTubers or streamers. But oh my god, this has got to be one of the worst games I've ever played and probably the worst platinum I've ever gotten. And it's not difficult, it's not grindy, it's just terrible. And of course, that is a disgrace to the Lord of the Rings franchise, the just released Lord of the Rings Gollum. What an absolute joke. This game right now has no trophy guide. I'm not surprised. No one wants to make a trophy guide on this game. And according to the website that I always use, PSN Profiles, while this game is terrible, across both PS4 and PS5, I am the 10th person to ever platinum this game. On the PS5, I'm the 9th, and in total, I am the 10th person to ever platinum this game, according to PSN Profiles, which is kind of a trophy tracking website. Check it out if you guys don't know it. This game has 37 trophies, including the platinum. And while there is no trophy guide, I'd say it's probably a 4 out of 10 and probably honestly a 6 out of 10 because it's so insufferable to play and it takes about 30 to 40 hours to platinum. But I want to say I do not recommend it to anyone, no matter how easy you may think it looks or it may, oh, it's so bad it's funny. Do not waste your money. I spent 50 quid on this game. Don't do it. But either way, that's enough of my rambling. I decided to break this one down into 5 steps, and this is without a doubt the messiest step system I have ever had in a video. Step 1 is to complete the story and get all of the collectibles. Step 2 is do another playthrough, but get all of the missable stuff through each chapters that I didn't get in the first one. Step 3 is do another playthrough, but fixing some stuff that I may have missed yet again. Step 4 is do a no death run. And step 5 is do any cleanup that may be left, hopefully avoiding another playthrough. But as I said, this is a messy step system. I always try to write out my step systems prior / midway through the platinum so it makes some sense, but this was just messy, guys. Now I want to give out 2 shout outs really quickly. And without these guys, this platinum would not have been possible. The first one is Ben Gunn on YouTube. He made videos on certain trophies that, without him, I would not have been able to get them. And the other guy is Walker4. This guy is an absolute legend. Go and check out his YouTube channel. He's got tons of platinums. He made the first, and I believe the first and only collectible guide video, just showing all the collectibles in 1/2 an hour video, which was huge. He also replied to me a bunch on PlayStation really quickly on how to get certain things. He also helped me get one of the later trophies that I really struggled with. So a huge thank you to both of these guys who, without them, this platinum would have probably taken me 60 to 70 hours. And Walker4 was also the first person to ever platinum Gollum on the PS5, and I believe in total. So yeah, I just want to give, credit where credit's due to those guys. So thanks to them. And yeah, let's jump into this hellish video. Already we're not off to a great start. This does not look good. This is a screen. But either way, here we are. Lord of the Rings, Gollum. Now, I don't know what I'm doing this for. However, I like stealth games. That was the whole premise of this game, was to be stealthy. That's what I love. However, I've avoided reviews. I've seen a bit of gameplay, like when scrolling through like TikTok or Instagram. It does not look great. But I always try to go into every game completely unbiased. I have seen some clips look absolutely shocking, as I'm sure we all have. But I wanted to do this full. As of right now, the time we're recording this, only 5 people have the platinum. So maybe I'll be like number 6, who knows? Wow, this does not look good, guys.
That's what I feared. What did you hope to find, I wonder?
I am hoping the gameplay is not as bad as people say it is.
I want...
Oh my god, he does not look good. The one in Middle-earth, like Shadow of War, looked and sounded way better. So, here we are, Chapter 1. So, I am obviously going to be getting all the collectibles as well. I've got a guide up, but it doesn't involve any spoilers or anything like that. It just has, like, areas that you can look at to then follow the collectible from there. So, we're just going to be playing. Okay, I mean, it doesn't feel terrible. It just feels basic. Far jump. There we go. I mean, I don't mind, like, stealth games and, like, climbing, lots of climbing. I don't mind that by any stretch of the imagination, for sure. But I'm just hoping, there's some substance to it. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, so this is where the first collectible's at, guys. Like I said, I'm just following a guide just for the collectibles. Just because I know you've got to do a couple of playthroughs anyways for, you got to do a no death run, which I think is going to be a bit rough, but we'll see. Here we go, first collectible. Oh, and there's actually a trophy for it. I didn't know there's a trophy for it. Find your first collectible. So that's the first one. There is 35, I believe, in total. And yeah, this one I don't care about. This playthrough I don't care about dying. It's just going to be complete the game. I really am, and I mean this, I really am going to try and enjoy the story, enjoy the game. I want to have fun with it. I really do. So I'm going to hope it doesn't suck too bad. I'm just going to hope, man. You know, that's all I can be, is optimistic. If I was tallying right now, he'd be having none of this. That's what I'm thinking of, because obviously they're Middle-earth games. Finished chapter 1, so that's chapter 1 done. It took 30 minutes, and we got the collectible, and now we've been captured. Oh, and I died. Welcome to Mordor. Died for the first time. Yeah, I had a feeling I wasn't gonna do a no death run first time. Wow, it does kind of set you back a little bit though, to be honest. I thought it would be a bit more forgiving than that, but oh, another trophy. Wait, not yet. We fell into lava. Alright guys, we're on chapter 6. I took a break, went to the gym. I'm getting a little bit of brain rot from this game. The controls are now feeling awful. The amount of times I'm having camera glitches, or I'm just like jumping and then falling somewhere. I'm still doing the collectibles. I've got 13 of 35 at the moment. The story is like, I feel like my enthusiasm has really dropped from the start of this video to now. I think I played like 4 or 5 hours, and yeah, it's just like I've done some of the story stuff, but that's how I would describe this game at the minute. You know, I want to obviously keep it fun, but it's yeah. Yeah, another argument, one for Smeagol, because that's the playthrough I'm doing. Holy moly, is this a PS2 chase scene? Oh my god, the state of this. Oh my god. Like, I'm not exactly a hater of these kind of things. Back when I played them on Crash Bandicoot on the PS2, I liked them. But come on, dude. I'm on the PlayStation 5. I'm on the PlayStation 5, guys. Seriously. Oh no. Oh, unlucky dude. Oof. Rough. That's probably the most interesting thing that's happened in the entire story, to be honest. Whoa. He's so annoying. Kill the Grashnaga every possible way. Oh, wow, that's actually unmissable. I assume, because had I actually been good at the game... Oh, and another one. Finish chapter 6, nice. So many of the character models look... I just have to say this, because I've been thinking it while playing it. There is not a single character model that looks better than any of the 2014 and 2016, I want to say, Middle-earth games, Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War. Both of those games, in terms of character models, look miles better than everything I've seen in this game so far. Alright guys, this is chapter 10. I've had some pretty horrendously game breaking moments where I've had to like restart checkpoints like 7-8 times, something to work. But yeah, so we're on chapter 10. We should be able to complete the game now. We should be able to get the one for like kind of winning all the arguments with Smeagol, as well as getting all the collectibles. With 4 off. Oh, and I got something else. And now we wish. Ha ha, what does we wish? Oh, I just got a fish for food. But apparently that's a trophy. I'll take it. Oh, I got a trophy. Trigger happy. I don't know what that's for. I think it's something to do with throwing stones, but I kind of the trophy popped, and then I kind of just want to hurry up and get this bit over and done with. It should be the last collectible. Going for the collectibles has made this playthrough a lot longer than I thought it would have, but it's okay. So we go up here, and there we go. Rule them all. Gather all collectible. Well, we're going with Smeagol for the whole playthrough, so it looks like we're going to betray the elf.
No, let's wait and see. Smeagol wants...
So it turns out that with all of the elves dead, it is extremely difficult to win this argument as Smeagol. A lot of people say it's completely RNG. For example, if you pick the frail man the first time, you'll lose that part of the argument. But if later in the argument you pick the frail man, you'll win that part. It makes no sense. So at this point, it being my first playthrough, I had no clue what that was. I tried this about 9 to 12 times and just had to give up.
Let's wait and see. Smeagol threatening.
Am I going to be screwed here because I didn't save people enough, so now I cannot win this argument? This game makes me so f***ing angry. Oh, yeah, whatever, man. Alright, so I can't do this one then. This is just a f***ing joke now. The Friend. Finish chapter 10. So yeah, I've literally lost out on that Smeagol trophy because of one decision that wasn't even allowing me to actually win. Well, that was bloody miserable. I'm watching the credits. And I didn't even get... the trophy for the Smeagol thing. I didn't get the trophy for the Smeagol thing. I didn't get the trophy for the Gollum thing. This game absolutely, unequivocally sucked. And I hated every second of it. I thought it was going to be better than that. And now my neighbours are doing my nutting. Oh, that was shocking. Holy crap. So after that utterly terrible story done, but unfortunately not being able to get all the Smeagol choices because I lost the final argument, because at the time it seemed actually impossible because I hadn't saved anybody's life, so I couldn't win as Smeagol. It was time to go to another playthrough. This time, all of the Gollum choices to get the Gollum related trophy, and then any missable chapter related trophies that I missed throughout, which was pretty much, I think, like 75% of them. So this playthrough was going to take long, but not quite as long as the first one, because obviously now I knew the game and I wasn't having to worry about the collectibles. My plan with this step was also to get the Elf Friend and We Hates Them trophy, which are both the elf related trophies. That went down the toilet. So this is the next trophy. We have to inspect 6 things in Gollum's cave. And then this, there we go, memories. Be curious. So that's the one for chapter 1. I think there's quite a few in chapter 2. There's none, I think, for the next few chapters after that. But yeah, so this is pretty much it. Just going to be everything I missed in my first playthrough. Going to be getting in this one. But luckily for this one, I can ignore collectibles. I've already got that trophy, so I don't need to worry about it. Alright, I'm on my second run of this. It took like 10 minutes. I've absolutely beelined this mission. Something major, dude. If I don't get the trophy, then something is broken. Because I done it absolutely perfectly. And when I say absolutely perfectly, I mean absolutely perfectly. Sensational. Flawless performance. Oh my god, this is so slow. Oh my god. This game is still so painful. Yes! There we go. Nervous hands. Complete a segment without taking damage. And I believe you actually had to do it on this one. I don't know if it was maybe anyone, but from looking at things, it seemed to be that you had to do it on this one, which is odd. Alright, we're now on chapter 7. There should be another, like, miscellaneous cleanup trophy around here somewhere. I can't remember which way we came in. No, that's the cook. We don't want that. There we go. It's just you stole food from Mel's table. There's like 4 or 5 in this chapter that I haven't got. Or at least I think there's like 3 that I haven't got. To be honest, with already completing the game once and obviously playing it quite a bit, I've been able to smash through it really quick. I'm skipping all cutscenes, I'm just picking all Gollum options, and I'm actually now somewhat decent at the game. Like, even like the terrible gameplay mechanics, I'm now like, I'm at the point now where I know what works, I know what is broken, so I'm like, you know, kind of figured the game out now, so I'm dying like a lot less often. I'm dying like maybe once or twice a level. Okay, so this is another one. I've got to jump from this tower 3 times. And there we go. I really done it twice before I bothered talking. There you go, tower jumping 3rd time's the charm. I think there's 2 or 3 more to do in this chapter. Getting through them though. Okay, still in the same chapter. I've just got to turn this a bunch of times apparently. There we go, so silly. You must like art. So we're now in chapter 8. And we should be able to get 2 trophies here. So we've got to ring these bells. And then we've got to collect food items. And that should be that done for this chapter. So I'm now ringing these 5 bells. So this is number 4. And this is number 5. Okay, and I think there's a 6th and final one. And this should be the last bell. There we go. Made a song. You rang all the bells at the bell tower. Okay, and this should be the last one. There we go. So tasty. Find all the food items at the tower bell. Now, I believe there's one more in chapter 8, and then there's another one in chapter 9. Then you've got the main ones that I was going for at the end of the game. The elf killer, the elf friendly, Gollum, Smeagol, choice, all that bollocks. Alright, so we should just be able to talk to Mel here, and this should be the final riddle for us to do, and that should get us the trophy. Here we go, continue riddle game, and there we go, master of the old game. Riddles are silly, no? I then got met with this hilarious glitch. I've never seen nothing like this before.
Is it friendly, this breach door?
I hope so. But the woods beyond, they are not. Stay close, you will get lost without me.
Alright, so I'm now on chapter 9, and what I think has happened is, because I was going to save all the elves, because obviously Gollum needs to win the final argument to save the elves. But if I do this, it's supposed to say, escape the orcs or save the cook, and it doesn't. So, oh my god. Right, the annoying thing is, the last choice to save the final elf in the elf save trophy, you need to have Gollum win it. But if you do all your Gollum choices, you don't get the option to save the cook. So I'm going to have to do... he's going to have to die, but then they're going to have to die. Smeagol's not going to win the final argument, because I've played as Gollum the whole time. Oh, it's so frustrating. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do this to get the Gollum trophy. Then I'm going to have to do a Smeagol playthrough, cloud save before chapter 9. Alright, so this should also be a trophy. There we go, scout, and that's for discovering all vantage points. Now, we've got the trophies left to do. Gollum decisions, Smeagol decisions, kill the 3 elves, save the 3 elves. Those are all what you would class as story related, but obviously they're like multiple playthroughs. I know there's a few more. I know I've got to shut a certain amount of lanterns. I'm convinced I've done it and the trophy's not popping. I've got to kill a certain amount of enemies, which I'm convinced I've done it. It's not popping, but we're just going to see. Alright, this should be the last decision for Gollum. So, Gollum. Now, I've got to win this argument. And there we go. We wants it. We needs it. No room for Smeagol. And that's every Gollum option. I don't think I need to carry on with the game now. I think that's me done. Because, I mean, yeah, I've saved this elf, but the other one's died, so it's, like, irrelevant. So after that playthrough done, it was time for another one. This one, however, was to finally get all these Smeagol choices done. My plan was to try and save the witch in chapter 2, so then I could definitely win the argument in chapter 10. However, the witch's dialogue choices for me never spawned ever. Regardless of what side I went with, Smeagol or Gollum, they never spawned. So I couldn't even bother with that, which then also put the elf friend and we hate them out of the question because I had to save the first 2 elves and then kill the final elf to get the Smeagol choices, which completely shuts off both the elf-related trophies, but at least I got the Smeagol one done. Alright boys, this should be the final choice for
What do we wish, my love?
the Smeagol choices. So, where I'm at right now, chapter 10, I'm at the very end. I have saved the 2 elves, but I'm now going to kill the final elf to get the Smeagol trophy, the Smeagol choices trophy. I am going to then try and do chapter select and see if I can do chapter 9 and chapter 10 and kill all the elves. It is difficult because the argument, apparently through my research, the limit there is because not many people have played this game because it's so terrible, is apparently that the final conversation is relatively RNG. Like, some choices will go with Smeagol, some choices will go with Gollum. Like, it's a coin flip. So, it's a bit of a pain, but we should at least get the Smeagol trophy in. Also, I haven't died this entire playthrough. Of course, I have, like, as I've been falling to my death, done restart from last checkpoint quickly. So, betray the elf, go with Smeagol. I got just hope, man. Aha, elf guard saved their life.
Doesn't matter. They're me friends. No, be quiet. And what happened, my dear? Leave me alone.
So, Smeagol won the argument. That should be that trophy. There we go. Good Smeagol. No room for Gollum. Yes, birds. Good boy. And now Gollum's gonna jump on Smeagol. Sorry, I forgot. I'm doing a Smeagol run. Yeah, Smeagol. If everything's gone right, I'm gonna be buzzing if I get this trophy. I'm gonna be absolutely buzzing. I didn't intend to get it on this run at all. Let's go, baby! Complete the game without dying. So after another awful playthrough done, and being able to get the no death run trophy with relative ease somehow, and completely negating step 4 of what was originally my 5-step program to getting this platinum, it was time to just finish cleaning up the game, getting both of the elf trophies and any cleanup that may be left. I told you this was messy, guys. This platinum is a mess. So this should get me the elf friend trophy, because I saved the other 2 sets of elves, and this should get me the final one. All I've got to do is have Gollum win this argument, and then, yeah, the final one I don't know how I'm going to do, to be honest. Is like, you're meant to save a witch in chapter 2, but she's glitched for me, and she doesn't have dialogue options, which is great. You know, I love when games are completely broken, not just gameplay mechanics, but even when dialogue lines don't work. That's really, like, that's really perfection in video games, you know?
Scared little.
Yes. Big brain. But. That's how it's done, baby. That's how it's done, baby.
Now I send you to kill that elf! Now!
Alright, so I got the lantern trophy while we're just getting through this level again quickly. And we're now here about to betray the elf. The other 2 elves have died, the ones that I needed. But obviously that makes Smeagol winning this argument hard. However, I have been talking to a guy that helped me with the collectibles as well. He made like the first and only guide, I think, for it. And he sent me a screenshot on some of the ways that he got this trophy and he got Smeagol to win this and to kill the elves. I'm hoping they work. They didn't. I don't know. We're just going to try. If not, we're just going to keep resetting the checkpoint and we're just going to see what works. So we need to betray the elf here.
Sneak very well.
Okay, and then Mel, maybe?
We hope. And now a true doesn't matter. Precious
No.
culprit.
Okay.
Scared little.
And bird.
Oh, it never doesn't matter.
Oh, yes! Come on! This is my boy here. Walker 4 is my boy. He is my boy. Come on! That's what I'm talking about. This, I spent ages my first playthrough when I was doing the Smeagol option trying to get this one right. So I could have got it right. I'm just an idiot and didn't. But what a guy. Absolute legend. Skip this cutscene. Boom! We hates them. Let's go. This game, this trash game is nearly done. Let's go, boys. I am... Yes! I cannot wait for this to be over. Oh, my God. Alright, boys. This is it. This is it. We literally just need to swim under here for 2,000 meters. How far do I have to swim? Ah! There we go. Keep diving. Perfectionist! Let's go, boys! This game can absolutely suck it. Terrible. Don't look at me like that, Gollum. And there we go, boys. Platinum 123. The Lord of the Rings Gollum. One of, if not the worst game I've ever done. My profile isn't loading at the moment, but it took me about 30 hours to do. I'd say it's pretty reasonable. I reckon you could do it in 20 if you really wanted to beeline it. I reckon if you done multiple playthroughs more than me, you could probably do it in 40 hours. But I'd say 30 hours is pretty fair. One of, if not the worst platinums I've ever done. This is maybe one of the worst games I've ever played from a lot of aspects, from gameplay to character models to enjoyment to bugs in both gameplay and trophies. There's definitely games that are more buggy. There's definitely games that are more boring. But this is just special, man. For a Lord of the Rings, well, as you guys have maybe seen on the channel, I've done Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor, both great games that I hold very highly and very dearly, but great Lord of the Rings games. And if there's another Lord of the Rings game where you get to play as, you know, Aragorn, for example, or Legolas, I'll be on it straight away. But this is a massive disappointment, and I'm a fan of stealth. I'm a fan of slow-paced stealth. I really am. And this was terrible. Just hold on. I want to see what the Metacritic review was. I gave it a Metacritic. I spelled it wrong. I gave it a 2 out of 10. Lord of the Rings Gollum for PlayStation 5 review. User score is a 1.1. And the Metascore is 34 out of 100. Oh my god. Anyways, I could laugh at that all day. I just want to say a huge thank you for supporting the channel. At the time of recording this, we are 500 subscribers away from 20,000, which is absolutely mind-blowing. Thank you for all the support. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. And the next couple that I'm doing after this are going to be games that I'm going to enjoy. One of the games is rated a 9.1 out of 10, I believe, on Metacritic. So if you guys want to have a guess at that, feel free to. It's definitely a game that a series of games that I've never played before, but I'm going to do the newest version of it because apparently it's incredible. So yeah, feel free to guess. But anyways, thank you as always for watching. I really appreciate the support, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.